ice in my grill.
Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's Will the Gym Sauce and I am back with another video for you guys. So today, not that this is really like a guide, more of me showcasing a method that I've been doing to train my attack, strength, and defense. Mainly my defense right now, and then I'm going to be switching into my strength and stuff. But basically, before I get into anything actually, I want to say big ups to Autumn Elegy for actually bringing this method to light to me, because although I've been to Nightmare Zone before, I had always done something kind of different, but then seeing his guide really just showed me this different sort of method, and just, you know, increased my experience per hour tremendously. And now the only real reason why I'm making this video, and it's not to, like I said, it's not really a guide, it's more showing the method. And although his guide is, you know, completely fine, there are like a few things that have changed a little bit, and things that I have done just ever so slightly differently in my training. So basically, we're going to be going to Nightmare Zone, and you want to pretty much bring the exact gear that I have. Now, feel free to roast me down in the comment section below, telling me about my non-Barrows gloves and whatnot. I get it, I understand it, I am sorry, I am a failure. But basically bring full Darox, Fury if you can, Torture Amulet if you can. Like I said, you know, you pretty much want to use the max gear that you can. Primordials, like I said, Barrows gloves if you have them, and I'm using a fire cape. So that's pretty much the basic setup. Now, as far as what you're doing at Nightmare Zone, or actually, let me go over the inventory real quick. The inventory, like I said, Autumn Elegy did a perfect job with this whole inventory setup. Now, I'm not saying that nobody else can think of, you know, how to do this, but it's where I got it from, so I pretty much have to, you know, pay dues. 3 overloads, 5 absorptions, a granite maw, your dwarven rock cake, so you can guzzle down to 1 HP. And then the rest of your inventory is prayer potions, except 1 inventory space. Although it doesn't really matter because you can just use up your absorptions right away, so it doesn't really matter. So as far as going into it, now the only thing that I slightly use different, when you set up the rumble, this is going to be a hard mode rumble, customizable. He uses Moss Giant. Now, I personally don't have Moss Giant unlocked. So what I do is I use me from Lunar Diplomacy, and then I also use Count Draenor, because if you guys have ever used any other Nightmare Zone guides, he's usually always in there, and that's just because you can wail a bunch of damage on him most of the time, and, you know, we want to do a lot of damage and get as much XP as we possibly can. So then other than that, you're going to take Dad, you're going to take Arg, and sorry about that, my recorder stopped, and you're going to take the Ice Troll. Now, the reason you want to take those 3 guys is because you're going to get enhanced experience per hour. Now, if you do have the Moss Giant, I do recommend you taking him as well. That is, you know, a solid thing to do. I definitely recommend it. Since I don't have it, like I said, I took Count Draenor, and then you pretty much want to throw in some random person, so I chose me, like I said, from Lunar Diplomacy. Now, the method is really simple. Once you're in here, you're going to overload. Once your overload goes, then you're going to guzzle down to 1 HP. The lower health you are, the more damage you are going to be able to deal out with your Darox. So that's pretty self-explanatory. You're going to absorption potion, just however much you want. You can drink them all right away if you like to. It really does not matter when you drink them. It's just make sure you do. The prayer potions are for piety. Now, if you really want to pay attention, I suppose you could flick. That's just a big pain in the butt. I wouldn't recommend that because you still want to like be able to semi AFK Nightmare Zone, which this kind of is. It takes very little concentration. Now, the biggest thing for people was every minute you would have to flick rapid heal so you could stay on that 1 HP. Although that does not matter anymore, which is one of the slight differences. You can actually guzzle through absorption potions, which makes it a whole lot easier to maintain instead of having to click something every 50 seconds, 50 to 60 seconds. You know, just check it whenever you feel like it. It's not going to be too much of a difference. guzzle back down to 1 HP. Now the biggest thing is to make sure you are looking for these power surges. So what you want to do is when the power surge comes out, you click it, and it's pretty much going to give you infinite spec energy for, I'm not sure the duration of it, but that's when you equip your Gmaul and you just spam that spec over and over and over again and try to get as much XP out of it as you can. And then once that's over, just switch back to your JaGeX axe and pay attention for the next power surge. I believe they pop up every 2 or like 2.5 minutes. So it's really as simple as that, guys. Me personally, with my stats, since I'm not maxed, I've been able to get an average of about 130k XP an hour. Although you'll see throughout this video that I get upwards to like 147 to like 151, I think I peaked at. So up to 150k XP per hour, especially if you're maxed and if you have barrels gloves and you're not a failure like I am. So if you guys enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.